What up? What up? What up, everybody? My people,
Hey,
excited to be here. We got our first player at All Access exclusive. Had to start with one a program that he plays for, which is Dallas Showtime, is the program and the coach that I play for. So, without further ado, we got Mr. Jason Thirdkill Jr. in the building. What's up, man?
hey, how you doing, Coach?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I appreciate you joining us today, man. How you feeling out there in the DF Dub?
I'm feeling good. Just want to keep grinding.
No doubt, no doubt. So tell people about Dallas basketball. Your story. You come from originally from Michigan. So talk a little bit
Sure.
about your transition. But before you talk about the actual transition, just what is Dallas basketball like, and then tell the story about how you ended up in Dallas.
Dallas basketball is very talented. There's a lot of skill. Like the skill level is crazy down here in Texas, just in general. It's a lot of really good talent. And how I moved down here, just a better opportunity for my parents, a job opportunity. My parents live in Texas, but just like the Michigan basketball is way more physical, not as much talent as Texas, but the it's the physicality is definitely a huge edge.
No doubt, no doubt. So you play for uh, TACA Storm, and you also play for Dallas Showtime. So
Yes,
real
sir.
quick, tell people about how you got linked up with TACA Storm and Coach Ani, who wears many hats. He's a teammate of mine. He's a teammate of mine on the Inside High School Hoop Show, which you'll be featured on. But tell a little bit about TACA
Appreciate it.
Storm the team and about Coach Ani, and then after that, tell us about Coach E and what he's like to play for.
Yes, sir. So I met Coach Hani actually at the JUCO Prep Showcase where I was going against these 21, 22 year olds and I was averaging like 20 points. And Coach Hani basically came up to me and we just built a good relationship. It's been good ever since then. I'm playing
Right,
with him. He's very goofy, but when the game starts, like he's very serious. And if you're not serious, it's not gonna go well.
right.
He was a good coach for me. He developed me a lot and helped my game.
That's what's
And
up. That's what's up.
Coach E, he's a
Yeah,
very
Coach E
different
at
coach.
Showtime. What's it like playing with the Gorillas?
It's very fun. I love playing with Coach E, but it's also very hard. You have to be mentally tough and be
Right,
willing to work because if you're not willing to work with Coach E, it's not going to work out.
right, right. So
Yes,
I
sir.
told Jason this before we got started. I played for E back in the day in Dallas, so that's
Yeah.
my connection. And we had to get this started with the family first, man. So excited to have you on, and you've had a rise, man. You've had a rise from playing in those camps you talked about that Ani saw you at, being this no name scrawny kid. To all of a sudden, you worked your way up to being a 4 star, man. So talk about that climb and how you've ended up kind of becoming the player that you are, and how excited are you about actually getting acknowledged for that recognition? And I know you're not done, so tell the people what's next too for your game.
Okay. It actually started out. I just want to thank God first of all and my family for pushing me, but the quarantine, when everything happened with Corona, it just really motivated me to want to come out of it and just be a dog, be that player. Everybody like, who is that out the quarantine? So like during the quarantine, I was running 3 miles every day, doing my push-ups, going to dribble because there wasn't no rims I could go to. I think it just really motivated me to be a better player. And the player that y'all gonna see is a player at the top. I promise. I'm never gonna stop working. You won't see my name. You're gonna see my name again.
Right, no doubt, no doubt. You've proven that. Where does the work ethic come from, Jay? Does it come from a dream to play at the highest level? Does it come from mom, dad? Where does it come from? Kind of being an underdog. Where does the work ethic itself come from? Because ultimately, you don't become a 4 star out of the blue. And even what you talked about in the pandemic, some people were chilling, some people were Cadillacing,
Yeah.
and here you are taking your game to the next level. So, where does that work ethic come from?
First off, it comes from my mom and my dad. My dad, he put a ball in my hand as soon as I came out of my mom. And I love basketball. I don't know what I would do without basketball. And just my whole life, I've been a skinny kid. I haven't always been tall, so I've been doubted. Been put on
Right,
freshman B team. Always been told, you should look to it as a sport. Basketball isn't for you. Just you're not a D1 athlete. Just a lot of that stuff, and it just
right.
motivates a kid like me. And with my family always pushing me, it's like, okay, I'm gonna prove y'all wrong, and I'm not gonna stop.
Right. I love it. I love it. The relentless mindset and approach and mentality. Talk about your family real quick. Who do you live with at home? Who's kind of the most important people, most influential people to your family and who you are?
I live with my mom, my dad, and my brother and my sister. You know, my mom and my dad, you know, they've been giving me, you know, wonderful advice since I've been a little kid. You know, I love how they push me and just tell me, help me to be a better man. And you know, my little brother, he's annoying, but just him being my little brother, it pushes me to be better, so he can be better than me. You know, and my sister, she keeps me level headed. You know, I love her to death. You know, I always ride with my sister.
No doubt. That's awesome. I love it. So let's talk about just a quick insight to your journey, man. Let's just get the fun round now. Who is the best teammate you've had at pushing you to be a better player? Who would you say that goes to right now?
I can't give that to anybody. You know, all of my teammates they push me. You know, it's a very good environment. So I think all my teammates. I can't really pick one.
I like it. I like it. Who's the funniest? Now you can't go Coach Ani.
Oh, okay.
Who's the funniest teammate that you have?
His name is Kane. He's very funny. Like he is so goofy. Like it's ridiculous.
I love it. Well, you got a Kane story for us later. You got to give us one later before we
Okay,
go.
I got you.
A Kane or a Coach Ani story before you go.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
what about who's the player that you like to study or kind of model after? If you had to say,
My favorite player is LeBron James, but since
okay,
I've been a little kid, I've been studying my game after KD, Brandon Ingram, you know, those type of players because I'm built like them. And you know, just developing my game like that, I think it'll really be good for me. But I'm a big LeBron fan.
no doubt,
I got the
great person.
Lakers hoodie on.
Yeah, repping. I love it. It's a great person to model after. We know he's up there chasing GOAT titles. Some people would say he
Yes,
has it.
sir.
Some people say he still got to get it. But
He has it.
Brandon,
I mean, I didn't see MJ, but LeBron's the go to me.
I love it. I love it. The young generation all say that. So Brandon Ingram is probably a good comparison for people to say who does his game look most like? Even if you don't study him, that's probably who people would say, I'm guessing, right?
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good. Brandon Ingram's he's on a high right now. He's really ascending. He continues to get better and better, and he's an all-star. You know what I mean? So he's definitely proven his worth in the league, and he's still young, and the best is yet to come for him, just like it is for you. Who's giving you the most competition across the line? Who gave you the best matchup so far in your either AAU or high school career?
Like one on one, like I have to guard him,
We'll,
or
we'll,
just
we'll
like going
we'll
against
say
him.
we'll say competing against them across the lines, whether they had to guard you or not, and team wise, who was the toughest team, toughest matchup, and toughest team.
Toughest team, definitely high school and Keontae. Both times we played him, he had like 30 on us, and he was overplayed me the whole game. So definitely Keontae. I didn't guard him though. And then AAU toughest player, Jordan Walsh and Anthony Black. I had to guard both of them.
I love it. I love it. And then, what about your best performance, man? What's the performance you could say you're proud of the most so far? Uh, I know you're a good student. We'll talk about that next. But basketball wise, what's the proudest performance you've had so far?
That's a
You had to say,
tough one.
or that breakout moment where you're like, okay, I'm here now. Everybody knows. Like, I'm not just a no name.
Oh, okay. It was called the scrimmage, and we played against PB Nation, AU, and I beginning of the game, rebound. It was tipped to me. I pulled up mid range. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have it going, and I had like 28, and there was 2 seconds left. The game was tied, and my coach had ran up a play for me to come get it, like, and I got it. I was close to half court. I just faded away and shot it, and I hit the game winner. And it's crazy. It was
And
one
that's
of the best experiences of my
that's
life.
and that's when the star was born, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
So talk about recruiting real quick. We'll talk about academics. Do you know what you want to study? Tell us about you as a student real quick before we kind of talk about schools and kind of the recruiting process.
You know, school is fine, you know, with the homeschooling, being able to, you know, do my work. and
Right.
like doing it at certain times and everything. And like you just have to really just work hard at it, and just like you have to be mentally tough to be homeschooled.
Right.
Most definitely.
And prepares you for college. You're preparing as far as the habits and the study and the time management. You're preparing right now for that.
Yes, sir.
And student wise, you actually like school or you hate school? What's the deal, man? What we got here?
I mean, it's okay. I need it. My parents always told me student athlete. So,
Right.
I have to keep my grades in check, or no basketball. And I love basketball. So I
So
gotta put
you're
school
gonna
in
make
there.
it happen. No doubt.
Yes,
No
sir.
doubt. I love it. Do you know what you want to study at the next level? I know people love to ask that question. Most people don't know. Do you already kind of have something you zeroed?
I would say like computer science, but I
Okay.
don't really know, but I would say computer science.
Yeah, most people don't know. I still don't know. You know what I mean? I still don't know. And I already graduated. So let's talk recruiting, man. What do you love about the recruiting process, and what do you kind of like? What gets on your nerves? Like, man, here we go again. Because everybody thinks
Um,
recruiting is sweet. It ain't always sweet, man. I did it for a lot of years. So what do you love about it? What kind of gets on your nerves, or what's the part is like, I'm not too fan of this, but you got to do it.
I just love, like just when a coach calls you, like you just get that it just makes me feel good and just makes me want to work even harder. Like, okay, like this is a step to me improving. And just like the bad things, I wouldn't say there are too many like bad things, like really. But just like when their coaches are in a season or something, they don't take you as much. But it's nothing really bad.
Right, right. Getting recruited is all the fun, pretty much all the fun process. Until the end when you got to make decisions, it's like, man, this is
Yes, sir.
tough. Um, I won't even ask who do you like. I won't ask any of that. I know you've gotten
Okay.
some offers. What conferences have you already received offers from so far?
I'm just gonna say schools. 'Cause, I don't
Say
know
that
the
again.
conferences. I'm just gonna say the schools. I don't know the conferences like off of
Okay, go
my
ahead, go
head.
ahead, go ahead.
I got LSU, A&M, TCU,
So SEC, Big 12. Keep going.
UTA,
Okay,
and
Sun Belt.
I think that's it. I think that's it.
That's good. That's good. Great list. Great list. Great
Yes,
schools.
sir.
Great options. And I'm sure there's more to come. Do you have a dream school or not really?
Dream school.
You don't have to say. If you have one,
Yeah,
just say you do. We'll say that for off the record.
yeah. We'll say that for off the record.
Say that, but you do have one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good. You should have one. All right, we'll end with this, man. We'll wrap it up. So you got to tell us a funny story from your teammate. You got to tell us, and then you got to tell us a funny story about either Coach Ani or Coach E, and then we'll let you ride.
Funny story. I gotta think about this. I gotta think about this. Hmm. Dang. It's tough to like think of it
So,
just off my
so,
head.
something during
Okay, well
practice.
I got one. I got one with Coach Honey. So
Okay, good.
he had took me driving or whatever, and like this is my first time driving, and I don't really know how to drive, so I'm pressing on the gas. I'm scared or whatever, and Coach Honey he just starts screaming while recording, and it was very funny to me. You'll have to see the video to
I love it.
understand. But he's a goofy person. Like he's a goofy.
Oh, I know all too well. You got to call him ISO Ani next time you see him. Like, man, I heard your nickname is ISO. He'll be like, man, where you get that from? He'll know where he got it from.
Yeah, yes sir.
Yeah, man. So last thing I end you with, man, I know exciting things, exciting goals ahead. What's your goal for this season? And then what's kind of your aspirations and goals for even this summer that you want to accomplish in the rest of your high school career?
Just to improve as a basketball player, get stronger, get my speed up. I like to be fast and quick on my feet, but
Right.
mainly getting stronger. Like I just really want to get stronger.
Good. I actually got two more. Okay, real quick. So what's your own scouting report on you? What's the breakdown? Like, what would you say if somebody was going to try to not necessarily stop you, but if they were trying to say he does this, he does this, he does this? What is the scouting report that you would say about you?
Scouting report I say about myself: pressure him, don't let
No,
him
no,
get
no.
comfortable.
So tell me the part you're good at, not how to stop you, because they
Oh,
can't.
okay, okay,
Tell me the
okay.
part you're good at.
I can shoot, I can dribble, I can pass. I'm an all around player. Like my dad always put it into me to be able to do everything on the court. So I would say I can do everything. You
I
know,
love
I
it.
played on every position in my life. So especially with Showtime, you know, Coach he has me play every position and
I love
expects
it.
me to do it well.
Versatility, and that's where the game's going now with positionless basketball. That's
Yes,
what it's
sir.
all about. So last thing, what's one thing about Jason Thirdkill that people would not know that you would want them to know? What in with that?
I love watching Naruto. That's one
You
of
said
my
you love watching
favorite.
what?
Naruto, it's an anime. It's one of my favorite shows.
Ah, I like it. Okay. The
Yes, sir.
cartoon play. Okay, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Well, cool, man. I enjoyed it today, man. Any last words you got? And then we'll shut it down, man. We'll be following you and promoting you as best we can.
Okay, thank you so much. I don't have anything to say. Just appreciate you having me on here.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's all love. We Showtime Gorillas, man. We got to stick
Yes,
together.
sir.
Okay, man. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.